Let me start the sound
Alrighty.
effects here.
Oh, sound effects.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is very classy now. Waiting for the streams to start. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on LinkedIn. And we're waiting for one more Facebook page. And it's thinking about it. Unable to connect. Well, that's too bad. We're just going to go ahead and do this. Let's get the music started. And here we go. Okay, dance with me. Happy birthday! It's your day, July 31st. Special way. Shine. Smile. Style. Let's bring the music down. I'm Bonnie D with my special guest co-host Ken K. How are you, Ken?
I am fine. Thanks for asking.
I'm glad you got two sentences to tell everybody what you do, and then we'll get started. So who
Only
are
two
you? Who are you?
sentences. Okay. I'm a retired teacher, and right now, probably the thing that takes, well, I got so many things going on right now, so I just have to pick one. Recently became a Discovery Toys play advisor. So that's my latest iron in the fire.
And you're a pickleball player. How many hours did you play today?
Uh, about 2 to 3.
2 to 3. Okay. And what's one other thing you do? What else are you doing in your semi-retirement?
Oh, well, other than the Discovery Toys, because that's where my new focus is. Doing the grandparenting thing.
With Mary Nunley, right?
Yep, yep.
Yep. You're a good friend and partner. There you go. So Mary will be doing the show again with me soon. So I'm going to read my opening and then we're going to talk about July 31st. We have a lot of birthdays, celebrities
Hmm.
you may or may not know, some social media stars you may want to know, some music history events that you may not remember, and some wacky holidays you're going to want to celebrate. So here we go. It's time to cheer, to toast, to woo. It's July 31st. Happy birthday to you and you and you. With Bonnie D on her scarlet mic dishing glam and sass with a vintage spike. And look who's here with a velvet roar. It's Ken K, her co-host, guest du jour. See, we do French here. We're naming names in the birthday game from Holiday Heights, Hollywood Heights to YouTube fame, plus wacky holidays and music history gold. Get ready, darling. The fun is set to unfold. So grab your party hat. I don't have mine on, do you? And let the champagne pour. We're old enough. Happy birthday to you is lighting up July 31st with glam and bam and more. So, would you like that, Ken?
Yes, you always have a poetic slant to things. So,
I do. I'm slanted too. We've heard that one. Let me start. Let's get started with music history events. And here we go. 1969. It was a very good year. Elvis Presley performed at Las Vegas's International Hotel for his first live concert in 8 years since March 1961. It was the first of 57 shows that revived. I didn't know his career was in a slump. Revived his career and earned him what was probably a big amount back then, Ken. One and a
yes.
half million dollars. What have you got for us?
Well, just a couple years later, 1971, James Taylor's "You've Got a Friend" hits number one, affirming the singer-songwriter era.
Very cool. And let's go forward 5 years to 1976. I remember this song because I was a disco dancer in clubs back in the day, and very early, of course. I was 12. And George Benson's Breezin' was topping the album charts, and the wonderful song on that album was his hit, This Masquerade. I love George Benson. Okay, what have you got?
Well, let's pop ahead almost 2 decades to 1995. Uh, Jamaica issues a commemorative series of postage stamps. You'll probably guess who the musician they're honoring is. Local native and reggae legend Bob Marley.
Woohoo! I didn't know he had his own postage stamps. How about that? I wonder what those are worth today. I wonder if those are the Forever Freedom stamps, Forever stamps. In 2015, we're going modern now. We're moving ahead 20 years. Drake released a no rap song called Hotline Bling. It was the first single on his album that was titled Views. Here's the interesting part, Ken.
Hmm.
The song won two categories for Grammys in two rap categories, but he said It's not a rap
I don't
song.
think
So he didn't show up. He said, it's a pop song. How could it win Grammys for rap? So there you go. So much for showing up, right?
No, I guess you once you get pigeonholed, you're pigeonholed.
There you go.
All right. Well, just a year later, we're talking now 2016, Justin Timberlake accepts the first time decade award at the Teen Choice Awards. As a former teen, I'm here to tell you that you and your choices matter.
And I think he probably repeated that message to teens about 10 years or 8 years or 7 years later. Yes,
Yeah.
we know about the crash and all of that good stuff. Thank you, Justin Timberlake, for your words of wisdom. Let's go to our celebrity birthdays, and we've got a couple of big ones here. So I'm going to start. J.K. Rowling. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness gracious, English author, wrote the best-selling Harry Potter fantasy books. Her first novel, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, was followed by six equally popular installments, and all were made, as most of you know, into feature films. She is 60 years old today. A lady never tells her age, but I'm telling her age for her. She began writing as a child, Ken. She created
Oh.
stories about a rabbit family, for her younger sister's enjoyment. When she got into early adulthood, J.K. Rowling studied classics, and French at the University of Exeter, and she accepted a job offer with Amnesty International. I didn't know that. Listen
Mm,
to this. Here's the success. Here's the story. She went from depending on welfare to becoming a millionaire
mm.
within 5 years, and was ranked in 2008, which is a couple of years ago, as the 12th richest woman in the UK. Happy birthday, J.K. Rowling. Is that some story?
It is. It is.
You think we
Um,
need to give her an applause here? Let's see if we can give her an applause here. Hold on. I'm looking for my applause track. Here we go. Let me put the volume on. Let's get this up here. Come on, come on. There we go.
On Read My Lips
Oh, no,
Radio.
that's the wrong one. We're looking for the applause track. Sometimes it just goes crazy here. All right, here we go. Happy birthday, J.K. Rowling. Oh, thank goodness gracious. Okay. All right, that's enough. Okay, Ken, you're doing the next one. Duh.
okay. Moving to a different kind of creativity. Um, Zach Brown, age 47, the Grammy Award-winning country singer who is the founder and lead singer of his namesake, Zach Brown Band. They won a 2013 Grammy for their album, Uncaged. Brown started learning how to play guitar at age 7. He started performing pop rock covers at local clubs while he was still a teenager. His first triple platinum album was The Foundation. That was back in, oh gosh, 2008. Gosh, how time flies.
Can you
I was just
believe that
thinking
was
that it's already, the year is half over with July 31st. My goodness, time flies. That was
okay, 17 years ago?
2008.
How
Wow.
is that possible?
I, I have no clue.
And J.K. Rowling, the 12th richest woman in the UK, was also 2008. My goodness. Oh, it's moving too fast. Happy birthday, Zach Brown. I have a young actor, one of my favorites actually. His name is Rico Rodriguez. He's 27 today, and he's best known for playing Manny in the Emmy Award-winning sitcom Modern Family.
Yes.
I
Yes.
remember Manny. He was,
I
yes.
do. I do.
Yes, and he was just always had funny things to say, and I think he was a little shy, and he had a
Mm,
girlfriend, but he grew up, Ken, and in
mhm.
2012, which is also 12 years ago,
Yeah,
duh,
yeah.
he was a kid then. He published a book called Real REEL Life Lessons
Clever.
dot 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 so far. How about
Yes.
that? We're gonna have to get
More
a
to
copy,
come.
and we have to see what he thought was a life lesson when he was how old now? So that's 12 years ago. So he was 13 years old.
Yeah. Well, that he was playing an age appropriate role.
I think so. Very, very cute. You got one more birthday for us?
Sure. You may have heard of this guy, Wesley Snipes,
Yeah.
63 years old. He's been in so many things, but this actor, of course, portrayed the tough vampire killer in the Blade trilogy and appeared in Passenger 57, Major League, Rising Sun, The Expendables 3. At 12, he began training in multiple forms of martial arts and earned black belts. He debuted in the 1986 film Wildcats. He also appeared in Michael Jackson's Bad music video.
the good bad music video. The title was bad. Happy birthday, Wesley Snipes, Rico Rodriguez, Zach Brown, and J.K. Rowling. And let's move on to some social media star birthdays. I think I saved the best last for you. We will get to that in
Oh,
a second.
really? Oh, thank you.
Yes. So, YouTube, we have a young lady, 27 years old. So, she could be the birthday sister of Rico Rodriguez. China Unique, Chyna. I've
Oh,
seen that
okay, of
name.
course. Yes.
And she only has Ken, I don't even think we should be celebrating her. She only has 109 million views
Oh,
plus.
is that all? Oh,
Only 109 million. And she does ASMR videos with
mm.
mouth kissing sounds and mic licking sounds. And I don't have any
Uh,
gum
I,
chewing. Am I
I,
relaxing you or
I'm
disgusting you?
no, no, I'm not one of those 109 million plus view. Sorry.
ASMR is a big business. Do you
I,
know that? A lot of
you
people
know,
use it. People use it to relax. Would you?
well, I don't know if the gum chewing and the mic licking would work. If she added in maybe fingernails on the chalkboard, then that would work for me.
I have to branch into ASMR. I think I could do it very well. I've been practicing for 20 years now. You good the next one? What's the next birthday?
Okay, well, we're going a little bit different here. Tara Yummy, she's just a couple years younger than our China Unique. So she's 25 and just under 3 million followers.
Oh
Um,
dear.
she posts vlogs and videos recapping different life events, uh, about 2.1 million on her YouTube account.
So
So,
altogether, she's got about 5 million, right? 5 million
well, if
followers.
if there's no overlap on the Venn diagram, yes.
There you go. Oh, I remember my Venn diagrams. Let's go to TikTok. We have a young man named Cooper Nidecker,
Oh, did I not
N-E-I-D.
mention Instagram? Did I leave that off at the beginning?
No, I think we said it. I think we said
Okay.
it. Tara Yummy is on Instagram. So we're
Okay.
going to TikTok. Cooper Nidecker, and he is 26 today. He's just starting out. I feel bad for him, but he's accumulated a startup account of 1.5 million followers. He has comedy content, rant videos. Oh, could I do those? Often about celebrities like Timothée Chalamet and Harry Styles. What would you rant about? He has 5 million plus views of his video about
Hmm.
Evan Peters. And I had to look up who Evan is, Ken.
Hmm.
He's the actor who played Quicksilver in the 2014 film X-Men Days of Future Past. Why is everything so
Wow.
far in the past?
Hmm.
2014? That's 11
Wow.
years ago.
Yeah. No. Well.
Okay. And you've got the big whopper birthday here. Who have you got for me next?
I do. And we're sticking with TikTok right now. Uncle Jack. He is 102. So I guess a couple of years ago he got the birthday congratulations from the president. He's got and
That's well
he's
deserved. Hold on,
right
let's
now.
just let it go. 11 seconds, almost done. Uncle Jack. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. He's got over 2 million followers and more than 27 million likes. This TikTok star, he's a naturalist who films vlogs and conversations with his great grand nephew, Damon Vaughn. They answer followers' questions. They co authored the 2023 children's book, Ask Uncle Jack 100 Years of Wisdom about a centurion's wisdom about nature and kindness. He never
Mhm.
married or had children. He loves sketching, carvings, paintings, making birdhouses, obviously very creative. Growing up, he raised a wild coyote named Tito, a bobcat, a rhesus monkey, and other things, all in his backyard. He raises ringneck doves at home. So that wraps up, and that's amazing. 102 years
102.
old.
My
Yeah.
mom made it to 100 and her girlfriend Bestie Gertrude outlived her and I understand Gertrude made it to 104. And I
Wow.
have to tell you, Ken, when my mom read an obituary, heard about somebody passing in their 90s, she said, too young. That's
Yeah.
all she had to say. There you go. 100 years, 1 month, and 15 days. Mom, I still think about you. Let's go to some wacky holidays. We've got a couple here. We're going to take turns reading these. So today, well, it's not Easter, but it's National Jelly Bean Day. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Let me start this off. Jelly beans were inspired by a Turkish confection called Turkish Delight. It was a soft version of what we know as the hard, chewy candy jelly
Okay.
beans. What's next, Ken? What have you got?
Well, did you know that the basic ingredients in jelly beans, not surprisingly, include sugar, but also tapioca, corn syrup?
What?
Pectin makes sense, or you need something to thicken it up, so they could also use starch. Minor amounts of emulsifying agents like lecithin, anti-foaming agents, and edible wax such as carnauba or beeswax, salt, confectioner's glaze. All these nutritious things are in there. The ingredients that give each bean its character are small in portion and may vary depending on the flavor. So, interestingly enough, the vehicle is pretty much the same, and then they add in probably a little bit of color and flavoring, and that's how you can tell the difference between a cherry jelly bean and a lemon jelly bean.
There you go. In the Civil War, American Civil War, in that one in the 1860s, the Boston-based candy maker William Schraft, and I know Schraft candy was a big deal, urged people to buy and send jelly beans to the soldiers in the Civil War. He doesn't say which side, as a morale booster. And I'm going to add the next one. In 1887, a reference appeared in food testing records about jelly beans from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. What's next, Ken?
Well, now we're going to move into the next century. So we're talking about, about the 1910s through the 20s. In U.S. slang, a jelly bean, now it could be either way. We're right on the cusp. It could be a compound word or it could be hyphenated between the jelly and bean.
That's
Was
the
a
teacher
young man,
talking.
uh, this is the English. The language constantly evolves. Was a young man who dressed stylishly but had little else to recommend him. Similar to, in older terms, a dandy or a flop. So, yeah, I don't think
Fop, fop,
it,
fop, fop.
you would like to receive jelly beans, but you would not want to be called a jelly bean, probably. F. Scott Fitzgerald published a story, The Jelly Bean. He did use it hyphenated about such a character in 1920. The slang word has fallen out of fashion. Yeah, I can't say I've ever called anyone a jelly bean.
I don't think we should start either. In the 1930s, jelly beans began to be associated with, as I started out, Easter because they have an egg shape. And I'll do the next one. In the 1960s, President Ronald Reagan declared jelly beans as my favorite candy. His, not mine. A jar was always on his desk. He was famous for that, Ken. And a
Okay.
flavor was especially made for him, although I don't know the name of the flavor. Maybe it was the RR flavor. And he gave jelly beans as gifts. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, let's hit 1964. You can probably guess the era we're in because this is, of course, Beatlemania has jumped across the ocean, and U.S. fans pelted the band with jelly beans, emulating UK fans who threw the British candy jelly babies at George Harrison, who liked eating them.
I think the
The
other
candies, not the fans.
I think the other Beatles reprimanded George Harrison for saying, I really like jelly beans. That's not the way he said it. And that led to the pelting. So there you go. In 1967, they introduced some new flavors. You mentioned, I think, a
I
couple
did.
lemon, licorice. I think this could be a good ASMR tape.
Oh,
Grape.
just talking about different flavors of
Yes.
jelly beans. Okay.
Green apple, tangerine, licorice,
Mm.
lemon. Grape. I could say those over and over again. Would you listen to that? Would that relax you?
That I would listen to. Although if I was really hungry, that might be distracting because then I would think about eating jelly beans.
There you go. What's
All right,
next?
let's hop ahead to the 1980s. Special jelly beans are made with real fruit juices. So now we have to update
Oh,
the recipe.
oh my goodness.
Make them a little more nutritious.
After all those decades, we started out with them with Schraft in 1860, and in 1980 they finally used real fruit juice. And I have one more. In
Okay.
1983, President Reagan, we already talked about him, sent jelly beans to the astronauts in space as a surprise gift. I don't know how he sent them though. I don't. It must have put him in a package somewhere and
He
hit him
must
in
have
the
said, like,
space
you may
capsule
not open this box until the
until
gives you permission to open this box. Yes.
presidential permission.
All
We
right,
have
boys.
another holiday. It's the one yours to start. Go ahead, Ken.
Oh, well, hey, this is going to be kind of fun. We are going to span, oh gosh, great. So we're going to expand across the centuries to talk about uncommon musical instruments because it's National Uncommon Musical Instruments Day.
Okay, let me see if I can get some uncommon music going here. I think we have some whistles here. Let's see if we can get some whistles. That's our uncommon instrument for today. Okay, go ahead.
That was fantastic. That
Thank you.
sounded like a slide whistle. I don't believe that's among
It's not.
our musical instruments here, but that is a fun one nonetheless. Okay. So it's interesting how we find out about some of these things. So statues in ancient Cyprus show people playing the lyre. The British Museum exhibits a statue of a woman playing the lyre. Her dress and style indicate she was a member of the upper class. The ancient
Ooh.
Sumerians also used pig-shaped rattles to keep beat, scare off spirits, or even as a toy. So we've got, gosh, a bunch of cultures here already, and we haven't made it. Well, we didn't actually identify the century. Now we're going to go third century BC.
You want to take
Uh,
this one? You take this one, then I'll go to the next one. You go
okay,
for a
sounds
century.
good. The ancient
Yours.
Romans invented the water organ hydraulis. I wonder how they came up with that name. Water pressure from a tank forced air up through keys and pipes, with assistants working the pumps that kept water pressure high. It sounds like the water equivalent of a pipe organ.
Doesn't it? Yeah. But they were very clever. Interesting. Let's go to the ancient Greeks. Their births, their deaths, their work, and their illness events, that's pretty much the lifespan, were accompanied by music from an Auloi, or loi, I'll say it that way. It was
All
a
right.
pipe made of wood, bone, or metal. Now, those are very different materials, so I wonder what it sounded like because the sound, never mind. Blowing into the reed inserted at the end would produce a sound. That's all we know. We don't know what kind of sound. So that's how they celebrated their life events. What's
Okay.
next?
All right. Well, we're going to pop over to Asia. Buddhists use trumpets made of items like conch shells to call monks to services.
Very interesting. And let's go to the ancient Egyptians. Well, it is Uncommon Musical Day, so let's see this. Ancient Egyptians had special instruments, and this doesn't sound too life-changing here, but it was like the harp, and harp's been around. I don't know what's uncommon about it, but it was shown in scenes covering the walls of tombs. So it's not that it was uncommon to us today, but that it might have been very new then. Scenes on the walls of the tombs with people plucking, twing, twing, two strings at a time, accompanied by instruments that look like lutes and oboes. So I guess that means, Ken, that the ancient Egyptians had some of our precursors to our instruments. How about that?
Well, yes. Well, if you're going to make a sound and it's not percussive, you are going to have to use either air or strings to produce those sounds. So that's kind of cool. All
I
right.
think it is. We're bringing us up to the 12th century. What have you got?
All right, we'll move forward a few centuries to the 12th century. Many more musical instruments were invented, including the medieval citola, which resembled a four-string guitar. This instrument is the precursor to the violin, converted during 16th century.
Interesting. And one more, we're going to come up a little closer to the modern time, and it looks like it's going to thunder and lightning outside. And we're going to have some old sound effects here. 19th century, Russian physicist Leon Theremin, like the word there,
Uh,
Theremin, invents an electric instrument that can be played. Ken,
I
I
have
still
actually
don't
seen one
understand.
of these.
Have
Yep,
you without
yep,
touching it? The
exactly.
theremin, named after him, is one of the oldest electric instruments in the world using something called proximity sensors. It was not a success at first commercially, didn't sell a lot, but
Hmm.
now it's caught on. It's been used in film scores, on TV, and occasionally in pop and rock music. So those are our celebrations. Ken, when is your birthday? I got to get you back on the show on your birthday.
Oh, well, you're going to have to wait almost a year. We got to cycle back to June. So, yeah,
Oh my goodness. Well, what day was it?
third day of June.
Okay, so we're about a month and a half late. Well, happy birthday, Ken. I'm going to play the outro music and then we're just going to wave goodbye. Here we go. Let's dance. Thank you, Ken. See, it's getting dark in here.
Happy birthday, it's your day. We're celebrating
We
you
got
in a
light.
special way. Party shine, laugh and smile. We're celebrating you in
Thank you to Suno for helping me with the music.
style.
We're going to go out and say thank you for watching if you did. And if